Hello children, this is Mosmi here, your science faculty, Mangala Vidya Mandira. I hope you all have well. Today we are going to learn a new lesson, chapter 15, light. Light is most important source of energy which is help us to see the objects. Light help us to visible, it will keep visible the things. So what is light? Already I told it is the source, it is energy, form of energy. It travels in straight line, it travels as a wave. Okay, when it will fall on any object, it will get reflects and we can able to, it will, the reflection light will come to our eyes and we can able to see the object. Okay, so light is produced by sun and we can get the light from bulbs, matches, this all. Okay, now depends on the getting light, we can means which can give light, from which we can't get light, depends on that. We can divide the objects two types. One is called luminous object, another one is called non-luminous object. I know you all have learned this previous class. So what is luminous object? The object from which we can get light, that means it can give the light, that is called luminous object. Non-luminous object, from which we can't get the light. So luminous object can be divided into two types. One is natural luminous object, another one is artificial luminous object. Natural luminous object which has its own light, like sun, firefly, different stars, they have their own light. So fire, from fire also we are getting light. But some other like electric bulb, candle, oil lamp, so these all have light but they don't have their own light. We have to make them glow with the different sources of energy. That's why they are known as artificial luminous object. They also are giving, like moon don't have its own light, it's get lights from the sun and get reflects it. That's why moon also non-luminous artificial luminous object or non-luminous object. Then light travels in straight line. It takes 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. Its speed, that means meter in 1 second it will travel. Okay, so light always travel in straight line. That easy experiment you can do. Now how do we see the things? So light help us to see the things, but how it could be happen? So when light will fall on any object, so non-luminous things already I told, whatever in our surroundings we can see, like trees, house, roads, building, car, books, clothes, human body, everything are non-luminous objects. So when light will fall on these all non-luminous objects, what will happen? It will reflect that light and this light will reach to us and we can able to visible the things. Similarly, in dark room we can't see the lint because light is not getting reflect, because there is no light. So light helps the things to visible. When light will pass through our eyes, then only our retina, we have retina inside our eyes, it has lens, it will sense that object and it will form an image, then only we can able to see. Okay, this is a small activity that light travels along a straight line. So this is easily you can do this experiment. So with the one paper roll, so you just take the paper roll, you see the light, it is, when the paper roll is straight, it is easy to view the light, but if you just bend it, it is not possible. So that proves that light passes through a straight line. Okay, now reflection of light. When light falls on a mirror, the direction of light gets changed. So this experiment easily you can do with your any mirror or any shining object you take. Just keep the object like that way, sunlight should fall on that or any light fall on that, you can observe that opposite side from where the source is falling on that opposite side on the same direction, means top, if the light source is top, you can see that one shining image. Okay, so I hope you have done with the mirror shining like sun. With the mirror, if we do that sun reflection, we can see other wall or rooftop. Okay, so this is called the reflection of light. So when light reflects, it will change its direction. Okay, so image from the plane mirror. So while light is getting reflected with the help of a plane mirror, you can see how the image form. So first of all, image will be erect. So if we stand in front of mirror, we can see our erect image, means how we are like that. Only the things you can observe that lateral inversion will be happen then laterally. That means we can feel that left is right, right is left. Like the lateral inversion we can observe. The image is same size as the object. Size will be same as it is, and the distance from the mirror, if the object is, how far distance object will be there, same image also will be the same distance inside the mirror. That means if we go in front of the mirror, our image also come front. If we go far, image will go far. So these all things easily you can see with the help of mirror. Image will be virtual. That means we can't capture the image in the screen. Okay, so lateral inversion already I told. Next, spherical mirror. As similarly we use the plane mirror, spherical mirror also we are using in different purpose. Like doctors are using, those who are using in different in vehicles we are using. Okay, so spherical mirrors are curved mirror. If the reflecting is inside, the spherical mirror is called concave. So here if you observe, this side is known as concave. Why it is called concave? You know, it is like this. So this side is already covered and reflection will happen from this side. Okay, so this is called concave. It is look like a cave. Okay, so concave mirror, the reflecting what is called the reflecting surface is inside. Similarly, if you see the spoon, which one is reflecting surface is outside. So this is the reflecting surface. So if reflecting surface is outside, that is called concave mirror. Okay, so this concave mirror and concave mirrors, it will shows you the different types of image formed and uses of this concave and convex mirror differently. Image formed by the concave mirror. The image formed by a concave mirror may be smaller and or longer than the object. It is depends on how far we are keeping the object. So next, the image will be real or virtual. Image is inverted or erect. So both we can observe in the concave mirror. Concave mirror is used in reflector in torchlight, headlights of car and scooter. That means it will be concave mirror. What is happening? It will be giving you the inversed means what we can call divergent rays. So it will be spread out. So when it will be like this, no, concave mirror, what will happen? So light is falling. So this incident rays, this will be get scattered. So like this broad it will give. Okay, that's why it will spread out. That's why we are using for reflector for torch. So torch we need not need the converge. It should be spread. so headlight of scooters, cars. Okay, we are using this concave mirror. Also that dentists are using, and all other doctor like ear, nose, those who are checking, they also using this concave mirrors to see the large image. Convex mirror. So convex mirror image always it will be virtual and smaller than the image. And most important use of convex mirror is the viewfinder of car. So you can see here, this is the viewfinder of car. So from back side, what type of cars are coming and all, so they can it will help the driver to take diversion, or their driving, it will be helps. Similarly, and you might observe in the crossing or some places, people used to keep like this big one mirror kind of things, and it will be like convex mirror. So here they can see that from, if it is like that junction, so from this side if anybody is coming easily, this side people can easily understand. Okay, it will be helps to avoid the accident also. It will helpful. Okay, now next is the lens. As we are discussing from this much time about the mirror, so lenses are two main types. They are convex lens and concave lens. Convex lens is thick in the middle and thin at the edges. The convex lens bends light towards, so it is called converging lens. Concave lens is middle thinner and it has thick edges, and it will be diverted the rays. That's why it is known as diverging lens. Okay, so what we are discussing, so this is known as concave. Okay, sorry, convex. So you can see both the side is bulge. Okay, and you observe here, while that light ray is passing through a convex lens, what is happening after passing through, it is meeting in one point. Okay, that means it is converging in one point. This experiment you can do with the magnifying glass. Just take it in the sunlight and just try to make it one point, and if you hold for few minutes, no, the paper will burn. It can keep the fire also. So this light rays will be mixed in one point. That's why it is known as converge. It will converge in one point. That's why it is known as converging rays. Here if you observe, after reflection, what is happening? After reflection it is coming. That means the light is bending like this way. So it is diverging. Okay, that's why it is called diverging lens. Now image from the convex lens. So in convex lens, smaller or longer can be. It is depends on which focal length you are keeping the object. It can be real or virtual, and image can be inverted or erect. But in convex lens, but in concave lens, the image from it will be always virtual, and the size of the image will be smaller. Okay, we are using lenses in different ways, like a lens of spectacles, then microscope, telescope, cameras, different camera. Okay, nowadays lens we are using in our mobile, camera lens. Okay, so these all webcams. So wherever we are using camera, there is lens. I hope you all have seen the microscope in lab. There also we are using different lenses. Okay, so this lens will be, what is the purpose? To make the things very small kind of things, to make it large view. Okay, what we can see with the naked eyes, we can see the microscope, as it has the very high resolution lenses. Now sunlight, white or colored. So sunlight, actually when we are observing the sunlight, it is a white in color. But if you see rainy day, sunshine will come after rain, sometimes we can see the rainbow. So how, from where this rainbow color has come? Rainbow color is come from the sunlight. How it form? So after rain, when sunshine will come, what if few droplets of the water will be there on the air? When this sunlight will get reflects through this droplets of lights, what will happen? It will act as a prism. So when it will act as a prism, it will diverge the lens, diverge the things as a different colors. So that is nothing but the 7 colors. So the 7 colors is present in the sunlight only. Okay, so this if you do this experiment, you can do with the mirror also. Sometime you can observe, if you take a bowl of half filled bowl of water and keep a mirror like that, make it angle and get the sunlight pass through that. If you get inside one image, you will get like a rainbow. Some few colors you can observe. Okay, so another one things you can do, the Newton color rings disc you can make. Just take the color paper and paste on a one circular things or paper, chart paper neatly, and make a hole in between and just place this all rainbow color as the sequence, like Vievgoer sequence: violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, red. So like that, if you arrange this and spin that disc very high speed, you can observe there is no color. You can observe it is look like white. So that also prove that sunlight is mix of 7 colors. Okay, so I hope you all have understood the lesson. If you have any doubt, anything you want to know more, you just ask through the WhatsApp group and complete your work. Thank you, children. Thank you.